Hello everyone, welcome to 2021. We are going to start off with a look back at 2020, actually throughout the month of January. We are going to do that. Today I'm going to give you my best of beauty from 2020 and I have very specific criteria for this one. I have so many things I'm not going to mention here, so many. But what I did to make this not turn into a 30-minute video is take every beauty product that I mentioned in a monthly favorites video throughout 2020, call that list, and give you kind of the best of my monthly favorites. I feel like that's really the only fair way to introduce you to my top picks from 2020. I also uploaded a video back in December. I uploaded 31 videos back in December. If you missed any of those, I put them in a daily December playlist. I think those are honestly some of the best videos I've done in a really long time. And one of the videos I did was sort of my holy grail makeup products from 2020, the products that I reach for the most on a daily basis to create my everyday face. Now those might not have made it into my actual monthly favorites, but those are my go-to products and have been for pretty much all of 2020, and I will link that up there and down below. But let's get into the wrap up. Let's start with skincare. So the standouts are from Colleen Rothschild, as you can see, well loved already, the Colleen Rothschild Micro Mineral Resurfacing Scrub. There is a toner that comes with this line, but this scrub, it is a physical exfoliant, meaning it has a texture to it. It does remove dead skin and dullness from your face. I keep this in my shower, so every time I take a shower, I apply it in the shower, rub it onto wet skin, and then rinse it off and get on with the hair washing. It does wonders. 2020 was the year that I discovered SkinCeuticals, and if you want a whole video focusing on my standout products from SkinCeuticals, please let me know in the comments below. But the two most favorites, I would say, first of all, has to be this one. It's their Vitamin CE Ferulic, which I have decanted into a fully opaque bottle that I also put a label on. And that way it comes in a glass bottle. It is photosensitive. The bottle is tinted but not fully opaque. I just felt like it was easier to put it into an airless opaque pump bottle. And also the delivery system of the original bottle from SkinCeuticals is a pipette, which can be a mess and a disaster. And my very first bottle I accidentally knocked over, and this is not inexpensive. One bottle is $166. It'll last you about 6 months, but we don't want to be spilling any of that on the bathroom counter. So I love this pump. This I apply every morning, quick little pump, pat into my skin, and it's an antioxidant. It has vitamin C, it brightens, it evens skin tone, it protects against free radicals, it does all the good stuff. It also happens to be the #1 selling vitamin C serum in the world. And if you are interested in my morning or evening skincare, those are two other videos that I did last month. I will put those down in the description box as well. For daytime, this one was another favorite, the SkinCeuticals Physical Fusion UV Defense Sunscreen. It is a broad spectrum SPF 50 100% mineral sunscreen. This has been my go-to. I have a teeny bit left. I already have my backup. It is so thin, it is so lightweight, it does not interfere with my makeup that I apply after it, and I just love everything about this. We'll continue to use this. This isn't something I use every day, but it definitely got me through 2020. This is from Tula. It is their Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. I'm gonna put some on right now. If you have tired eyes, who doesn't this year? Even if you're getting extra sleep because you're just lounging around all the time, you're gonna feel even more tired. This doesn't even need to be patted in, but it's such, look at how much brighter all of a sudden my under eyes look. It's incredible, it's amazing. There's a rose version, I don't like it as much. I like the original. It feels like I took it out of the freezer, and I did not. And then the last skincare product I have to share with you, I used it all up. I do have a mini of it somewhere. Also from Tula, it's the 24/7 Moisture Cream. My favorite everyday moisturizer for when it is hot, humid, and disgusting outside. It got my dry skin moisturized without feeling heavy and weighing my skin down. Fabulous. We'll definitely be reordering another one for when it starts to warm up for real around here. Now on to complexion products. 2020 for me was the year of the primers. I have not had the best of luck with primers. Most of the time, they break me out. But I have been using two, one of which I'm wearing today, that work really well with my skin. They each do something a little different. So the primer that kicked it all off was the Pore Refiner Primer from Dr. Brandt. and it's part of their Pores No More collection. It's supposed to minimize liquid pores, absorb oil, mattify, shine. It is not drying, but it gives my skin a really smooth surface. Wrigley is barking, I apologize. And it is obviously very well loved and almost done. And I just loved how it did all of those things without drying my skin out. Then we got into mask wearing, and this guy came into my life. I actually have a new version of this, a larger one. This is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Basically, you wear this so that your foundation really sticks and doesn't rub off when you're wearing a mask. Does this make your makeup mask proof? No, it does not, but it really helps, and I do notice a difference when I am not wearing it. I do have a video coming up later this month where I'm going to do half my face with the Milk Makeup Primer and the other half with the Hard Candy Dupe, and we'll see how they hold up against each other. Definitely the foundation for 2020 was this drugstore favorite. It's from L'Oreal, from their new Age Perfect line, which is targeted specifically for women, I think over 40. I don't know if they ever came out and said it, but I love it. It's obviously anyone can use it, especially if you have dry skin or sensitive skin. This is fabulous. The foundation's name, I should say, is the Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation with sunscreen. It has a broad spectrum SPF 50, which is fabulous. It also has antioxidants, interesting, and some sort of concentrated serum. I wear the shade Rose Ivory most of the year. I love the little squeezy tube. It has a very tiny little tip, which makes it super easy to dispense, and I'm wearing it right now. It's a fabulous foundation. You would never know it is a drugstore foundation. For concealer, I do not have a drugstore concealer. I'd say the standout for 2020 were, I have two from Dior, the Dior Forever Skin Correct. I have it in the shades 0N and 1N, 0 for under my eyes, 1 for the rest of my face. I am also wearing a little of this today. It just gives beautiful coverage without getting cakey, and that's really all that I need in a concealer. Powder foundation definitely played a big feature in 2020 because many days I wouldn't wear makeup, but if I was going to run out for something, I just brush a little powder foundation on, and the standout for sure is the one from Wander Beauty. It's their Wanderlust powder foundation. I wear the shade Fairlight. I'm at the bottom of the barrel. Oops, I just broke off the lid. I don't use the puff that comes with it. I just brush it on with a powder brush. Of all the powder foundations I've tried this year, I've tried the Estee Lauder Double Wear one, I've tried the Too Faced one, tried It Cosmetics. This one is my favorite out of all of them. For bronzer, this is so good. It is also from L'Oreal. It is their True Match Lumi Bronze It Sun-Kissed Bronzer for face and body, by the way. This is also, I believe, a dead-on dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer part of her, what is it called? Sculpt and Glow Hollywood Dealio. That's not the official name, but you know what I'm talking about. If you want to just dupe the bronzer half, it's right here. It also comes in medium and in deep, so you have some shade options. I have hit pan on this one as well. In fact, I just broke the lid off. I use it so much. My stuff is falling apart. Definitely gonna get another one of these. I think this is already my second or third one. Then for contouring, new to the game, but has to be mentioned, is this sculpting powder from Makeup Forever. It's shade 112. You can buy it just in a single like this. You can get different palettes and put like contour and highlight and blush and all that, but I just need the sculpting powder. It has made sculpting or contouring, I should say, my nose so easy, but I can't mention this without the brush that I use. It's the Sigma P89, and I can use it with either side, and it just really, I just love how it makes my nose look just a little more straight. And actually, I used it today to contour my cheeks a little bit, and it made it really easy to get it exactly where I want, probably why it's part of the Precision collection, and then blend it out. I love it. And then this, for highlighter, I have to say this was the year I got into Laura Mercier, and it started with the Matte Radiance Baked Powder in the shade Highlight 01 that I got as some kind of like part of a sample or gift with purchase or something, and that's what I'm wearing today. I think it's a really beautiful, more subtle highlight. And then later in the year, I bought the Face Illuminator in the shade Devotion, and it's stunning. I have it in one more shade for during the summer, but it's just smooth and beautiful, and especially if you don't want so much glitter, but just a nice sheen. I love the Laura Mercier highlighters. Now let's talk about eye products. And for some reason, I didn't see these mentioned in my favorites, so I'm breaking my own rules, but you couldn't get through 2020 without mentioning the e.l.f. Beauty Bites or Elf Cosmetics bite-size eyeshadow palettes. I have a handful here. I have a few more here. They are so good. They are $3 each. There are a few more that I don't own, like a green one and a blue one that I will never wear, so I didn't bother getting it. They're incredible. I don't think they make great standalone palettes, to be honest, but you can grab a couple and make the perfect palette, and that would add up to $6. So you cannot go wrong. And whether these are $6 or $100, they're creamy, they're pigmented, they're blendable. This one is Carnival Candy. This one's all matte. I think this one has some sheen to it, but they're incredible. Now, the other mini palette that really stood out to me and is actually what I'm wearing today, and I've been wearing it a lot lately, and I've gotten some comments like, what's on your eyes? So more expensive. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Glam Palette. This is, I believe, $25. I am wearing every single shade on my eyes today. You don't have to do that. You can really tone it down, but I just wanted to use the whole palette to give you an idea of what it looks like. If your budget doesn't run to buy the entire Glam palette that we're going to talk about in a second, definitely pick this one up. It is so good. And Natasha Denona, just nobody does shadows like she does. I absolutely love her products. I don't have that many. I have a few of the mini palettes, and then the one bigger palette I have of hers that definitely made the favorites was the Glam palette. And it kind of surprises me how much I love this, because this is very much a cool tone palette, and I love it. I love everything about it. I love that every shade is wearable. I love this giant mirror that I'm covering up so I don't blind you. I love that they're labeled as to where to place them on your eye. It is idiot proof. It is fabulous. It's also pretty affordable compared to her other options. This is $65 as compared to, say, an Urban Decay Naked palette. It's about $52, I want to say. So for a little bit more, you get a lot. And the quality of these shadows is far superior to Urban Decay. Now, a budget-friendly one that I did use in my Holy Grail products. So while I do adore the Glam palette, I adore this one, and it's $4. It's from Profusion Cosmetics. It is the Smoky palette. I will say I have never used the purple or the black, but I've used every other shade. I tend to just kind of hover in this section. Oh, this palette, Profusion Cosmetics, definitely not given enough love, especially the smaller size palettes. I love the big palettes too, but there's something extra special about these, what are these, 8-pan? 10-pan palettes. I have to mention the Laura Mercier Caviar eyeshadow sticks. The standout for 2020 is this limited edition shade called Metallic Taupe. So I'm not sure if that one's still available, but my second most favorite and closest to that shade, which is part of the permanent collection, is the shade Moonlight. I have it in these little sizes, but I also already have a backup of a full size of Moonlight. Again, it's one of those, just draw it all over your lid and up into the socket line, maybe blend it out on the edges with a little bronzer. You're done. Slap on some mascara, you're good. And speaking of mascara, two favorites. First of all, this guy. This is the Dior, well, it has a name. Let's see. The Dior Maximizer 3D Triple Volume Plumping Lash Primer. It's a lash primer. Does it triple boost? I don't know, but it makes my mascara go on better, evenly, less clumpy, separates my lashes. I think it helps make a good mascara great and a great mascara incredible. And the mascara that I loved probably the best, and I have to throw this out, it's at the very end, it's from Urban Decay, and it's their Lash Freak mascara. I hate the brush. It takes a little getting used to, but I have to say, of all the mascaras I've tried this year, it makes my lashes the longest, the darkest, the most voluminous, and it does not budge. I love this stuff. The brush is weird. It has one side is just totally flat with no bristles, and you're supposed to just kind of use that to lay the mascara down, and then you flip it over and it has little nubby rubber bristles, and then you use that to comb it through, to comb the product through the lashes. It works. It's amazing. I initially did not want to love this, but it's incredible. And then the last eye product I have to mention is this little guy, and it is the Dior Show Brow Styler Brow Pencil. I have it in the shade 001. I think it's just the universal shade. This is the easiest, most user-friendly brow pencil I've ever owned. It's a softer brow pencil, so you can really draw in a lot of lines very, very quickly, and it doesn't move. Absolutely love this. Lip products are gonna go quickly because we weren't really wearing them this year. The first has to be the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip. I have it in the shade Watermelon. I also have it in the shade Clear that I just keep at my desk to wear as a balm. This shade, I believe, is only available on the Tarte website, but you can get this in a couple of retailers. I love everything about this. I love the sheer wash of color. It's not opaque, but it's not completely sheer. I love how it sits on the lips. It lasts longer than a lip gloss, and it definitely moisturizes. Speaking of lip gloss, the other lip product I have to recommend, of course, is the Maybelline Lifter Glosses. Chock full of hyaluronic acid, very pigmented, is often compared to the Fenty lip glosses. These are better. I think there are 10 shades. My two favorite are Petal and Reef. These are the ones I wear the most. And today I'm wearing the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Pencil in Pillow Talk with Petal on top. All right, let's talk nails. So when we couldn't get to a nail salon, I guess it depends where you live, but in Texas, we're pretty open as of filming this video. But for a while we weren't, and you couldn't get to the nail salon, and so these had to be the standouts. The Kiss glue, or well, they were press-on, but glue-on nails, and I have a lot here just in case we have to not go out again. I am prepared. I do love getting my nails done. I'm not gonna lie. I love my nail tech. I've been seeing her for years. I follow her from salon to salon. I usually 99.9% of the time get good old-fashioned acrylic solar nails, and then I use nail polish on top. Right now I'm still wearing my end of the year dip. I took my acrylic nails off and then give my nails a little break. I put dip powder on instead. When I go back for my next appointment, we'll take these off and put a new set of acrylics on. But if I, for some reason, cannot do my nails anymore at a salon, going back to my Kiss nails. Now, as far as nail colors go, and people ask me all the time, why don't you just get dip instead of acrylic? Okay, first of all, dip is twice as expensive as acrylics. I'm going every 2 weeks. My nails do grow out. That really starts adding up. Everybody's budgets how they want. I'm pretty high maintenance. I get my hair done every 5 to 6 weeks, get my nails done. I'm buying a lot of beauty stuff. So, you know, I've chosen out of all my budgets to just stick with acrylic. The other reason is I work with a lot of brands and they send me a lot of nail polish that I want to use. And it seems kind of silly to spend twice as much on dip and then not use the nail polishes. So standout nail polishes, just some of them for 2020. This is not new, but this is a favorite, Zoya Haruko. It's just a happy color, and we needed happy. We still need happy, but we really needed it at the beginning of quarantine. So I love this. It's a beautiful springtime color. Really got into my Sally Hansen, a couple of the standouts. I love this so much, apparently I bought it twice. It's the Sally Hansen Mega Strength Nail Color in Rule Breaker. It's a deep, kind of plummy purple, very, very deep. And then this one was newer to me. It's from their Pure line, which is silly since I'm putting it over acrylic, but it is seriously slate. And you saw a lot of this year as well. And then a brand that was new to me this year from working with HSN, was Nails Inc. And they have these sets for the holidays, and I loved and wore every single color except one glitter topper in both sets. And I will link the sets and try to list the individual names, but YouTube limits my character, so to save space, I'll probably just link to the sets and you can look. But every single color is just stunning. This pink one is so light and the light is so bright. I'll try to put in a close-up, but they're amazing. And so I'm just really pleased with Nails Inc. as a brand, and we'll probably be buying more of that into 2021. For beauty tools, only 2 mentions. BK Beauty brushes are the backbone of all of my makeup brushes. It's what I use. They are what I use pretty much almost every step of my face and eye makeup. But they released the Precision brush line in 2020. And of that line, these are my 2 faves. The best pencil brush on the market, the 207. It's just super, it's fluffy yet dense enough. It's just the perfect width. It's everything you want in a pencil brush. And then the 206, which is sort of a flat brush, but it's not as flat as like the MAC 239. So if you want a nice wash of color, this is the perfect brush. And especially when you're working with these one shade shadows that you just want to brush across the eye, this is a fabulous addition to your collection. For hair care, this is not new to me, but was sitting in a cabinet for months. Totally transformed how my hair's been turning out. The Colleen Rothschild shampoo. I talk about the conditioner that goes with it, but the shampoo is outstanding. Love the little pump, love everything about it. And then as far as hair tools go, the Beach Waver is going to get an honorable mention because I think it got me into wanting to curl my hair. But the standout, if I had to recommend one, It's definitely from T3 because you buy the base separately from the wand or clip or whatever barrel. And that way it gives you a lot more flexibility and you get exactly what you need. So you can buy a set of 3 of these. You get the barrel and then you get 3 different size curling irons that come with a clamp. Or if you prefer a wand, you can choose the wand. But the beach waver is not inexpensive and I think you just get a little bit more for your money with the T3 and there's more versatility. There's more ways to use it. This extra long clamp on the barrel makes styling and using it so much easier. There's less of a learning curve than there is with the beach waver. So of the 2, this is the standout hair tool. Now let's wrap up the beauty favorites from 2020 with fragrance. There were quite a few new ones that I've added to my collection, but the 2 that stand out, the first one that came to me is from the Clinique My Happy line, and it is called Lily of the Beach. And I kind of pair it with this nail polish because the scent of it just makes me happy. Very much a spring, summer scent, light, sweet, floral lily of the valley. And it's part of the happy fragrance line for a reason. It definitely made me happy. Whoops. But the most favorite of 2020 and might take my all-time favorite Hermes Amber Narguilé off the top. I don't know. Maybe tied. Is this guy. I have it in the travel size. It is the Tom Ford Lost Cherry Eau de Parfum. This is sexy and warm and sweet, but with a little spicy, a little bit of dark cherry in there, and it's just everything. I love it. And you can buy refills, which I really need to do. I've got a list going of things I need to buy for refills, but I love this. And then you can reuse this container. You can buy other Tom Ford fragrances and pop it in there. So the most economical way I can find to get some Tom Ford in your life. Well, that's it. That is my first video filmed for 2021, and I love that I started off the year with just all good, positive, happy things. I appreciate you coming around to follow me some more in 2021. Can't wait to share some more great content with you, so please make sure that you're subscribed before you click out. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you choosing to spend some of your time with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!